is Allison Krinickas, and I'm a first-year student at the University of Arkansas. The name of the artwork that I will be discussing is Old Main, located in the central part of the University of Arkansas campus in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Old Main, the oldest building at the University of Arkansas, was designed by Chicago architect John Mills Van Ostel.
Old Main was built from 1873 to 1875 out of clay and brick. It was originally intended as a building for the University of Illinois in Champaign, Illinois, but was purchased by the University of Arkansas in 1873. The original plan for Old Main was to be the primary academic place of University of Illinois, but it was burned down and duplicated at the University of Arkansas. Although some changes were made, such as the clock and bell towers were switched. It is currently home to a number of different departments and currently is the office of the J. William Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences, the Honors Program, and other classrooms for various subjects. In 1901, Old Main was renovated due to deteriorations, and while still keeping the building's classic and historic features, modern technology was installed to make Old Main truly one of its kind. The best climate control and security system on campus was put in Old Main during the renovations, along with wired and fiber optic cable to connect its computer network to the rest of campus. John Mills Van Ostel, one of Chicago's most prominent architects, designed and orchestrated the building of Old Main. He was born on July 31, 1811, and went through general education as a child, eventually working with his father as a carpenter. A few of Van Ostel's impressive works include the Palmer House, Tremont House, Page Brothers Building, and he planned the first architect-designed house for the mayor of Chicago. Although much of Van Ostel's work was destroyed in the Chicago fire, the remaining buildings stand as landmarks.
Old Main is truly a valuable asset to the University of Arkansas. The building is aesthetically beautiful and classical. Old Main is 5 stories high and composed of 2,600,000 bricks, all placed carefully to showcase the short vertical and horizontal lines of white against the different hues of reds and oranges. Axonometrically, the building is a rectangle with 2 smaller rectangles on each side of the clock towers. The actual building of Old Main is all one level, whereas the columns for the clocks are much taller. Old Main is symmetrically proportional, having 1 tower on each side. It has a geometric shape because it is not irregular, but simply a straight building. Below the line brick is a foundation 1 level high of different shapes of colored brick. The building features half-circle or dome-shaped windows and ancient-looking columns leading up to the entrance. Old Main is composed of many different elements, creating a classical look.
The architectural style or ism of this building is Second Empire architecture. The prime example of why it is Second Empire architecture is its mansard roof. This means that the roof has a double slope on all sides, with the lower slope steeper than the others. A roof of this style has French roots with classic examples including Palais du Louvre and Palais Garnier. Other French or Second Empire characteristics in architecture are towers that extend higher than the rest of the building, which is displayed in the clock towers of Old Main.
Although the building was constructed during the time of Second Empire architecture, there are some ancient Greek elements as well. Leading up to the front doors of Old Main are columns. These columns are Ionic columns deriving from the Ionic order. Ionic columns are significantly more intricate than Doric or Tuscan columns with dramatic designs of scrolls and edging. Ionic columns are commonly seen at educational institutions such as the University of Arkansas because of its scholarly look through the scroll top.
Along with the scroll top, most Ionic columns are fluted at the shaft. Greek fluting is hollowing out lines of the shaft by a knife edge. A few examples of Greek elements in ancient buildings include most famously the Colosseum. I chose Old Main as my research piece for 2 reasons. The first reason is because I was absolutely blown away by its beauty when I visited the university, which ultimately helped sway my decision. The second being how intrigued I was by the architect. When I first came to visit Arkansas, I noticed the beautiful landscape, but Old Main was what set apart this college from the rest. There simply isn't another building quite like Old Main on campus. I was so intrigued when I started researching John Mills Van Ostel for many reasons. I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, so everything about him sparked my interest. The more I read up on him, the more I knew I wanted to do my research on Old Main because of how revered he is as an architect. Old Main is a spectacular building, and researching all of the elements of it was truly a joy.